Governor Matt Blunt of Missouri has launched a new crackdown on illegal immigration in his state. The governor ordering state law enforcement officers to verify the immigration status of anyone arrested in the state. Even people stopped for traffic offenses could be checked. Governor Blunt joins us tonight. Governor, first, why did you take this action at this time?
I think the failure of the federal government to provide a secure border means that states have to do more. We want to do more in Missouri. This has been a part of an ongoing effort to be involved in rooting out illegal immigration. It really began with a state contractor. We worked with the ICE to coordinate a bust on a state contractor that was using illegal workers. We've now taken, I think, decisive actions to ensure that anybody that's presented for incarceration always has their immigration status checked to help ensure that what happened in New Jersey, where 3 promising African-American students were killed in a brutal murder by somebody that should have been detained because they were an illegal immigrant that had committed a terrible crime in our country, a child rape. To ensure that doesn't happen in my state. We also want to be deputized, essentially, and deputize all of our state law enforcement personnel to help the federal government enforce our immigration law. And this is a big force multiplier. There are about 50 ICE agents in the state of Missouri, well over 1,000 state law enforcement personnel that can help in that effort.
Are you surprised that there are those who criticize vehemently actions like yours, working with the federal government when on the issue of immigration law, when there is cooperation between the states and local and federal government all of the time on such issues as drug and narcotics investigations? Give us your perspective on that.
I'm perhaps not surprised that there are some fringe elements that hold that view. The vast majority of Missouri families that I've talked to before and after I've made these announcements and issued these directives are very much in favor of our efforts as a state to do everything we can to stop illegal immigration. They understand that we're a people that welcome legal immigrants. They add to our culture and to our economy, but there have to be controls and people have to go through the proper regulatory and legal process.
And what has been the reaction in the statewide media there, television, radio, and of course the leading newspapers in your state to your directive?
Yeah, well, I think the leading newspapers are no surprise and generally in opposition, but that's their viewpoint is a rather, I think, radical viewpoint on a number of issues. This would be one. Most people that I talk to across the state are very much in favor of what we're doing. Certainly those outlets that are mainstream are in support of our efforts to stop illegal immigration. They understand that tax dollars shouldn't go to companies that use illegal immigrants, and that's another directive that I've issued recently to help take unprecedented steps to try and ensure that our tax credits and tax incentives aren't being used by contractors or companies that knowingly or negligently employ illegal immigrants.
And we should point out, Governor, our time's up, but we should point out you've done this with a directive without great fanfare and without a political battle in the state legislature. Governor Matt Blunt, we thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Governor of Missouri coming to us tonight from Jefferson City.